What is up, legends?
Welcome back to the Aesthetic Boys podcast.
It's been a long time coming. A little bit of a different setup this time.
I am the one and only host, Justin Martini.
I'm the other host, Riserfit.
We're better known as the Aesthetic Boys.
Stop it, man.
I know you guys missed the applause of a live audience here behind us.
Always great.
We'll be straight up with you guys. There really is no live audience. That is just coming from the soundboard. It is literally just a laugh gag.
If you didn't figure that out already.
Get pranked.
Gotcha.
Now, by the title of this podcast, you're probably wondering, what is this podcast? What is it going to include? A couple subjects we got here. Where we've been, exposing the fitness industry. By the way, your favorite influencer is a fucking fake natty.
100%.
And we'll do a little quick sponsors with our ads. And our last subject, this could be heaven.
Read the shirt. Figure it out.
We'll go really dive. We'll go on a deep rabbit hole and we'll dive deep into that shirt. By the way, that is the new Aesthetic Boys drop.
May 8th. Be ready for it.
By the time that this podcast will be out, most likely so will the Aesthetic Boys drop. It'll be live, one-on-one items, never restocking, ever.
One of one. Just like you.
That's on the website too. I really like that.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll ever get rid of it either.
No, it's gonna stay forever. We're all unique.
We are all unique. We don't come from a fucking Big Bang, okay, people?
No monkeys, no evolution.
We don't come from monkeys, okay? None of that stupid shit.
Come straight from God. We all literally have a different fingerprint. Like, that's crazy. There's billions of people and we're all different. But all the same, but you know what I mean.
Now think about that. And let that sink in. No, literally let that sink in.
I was literally just about to say that.
All right, yeah. I know you guys are already wondering, though, like, where the heck have we been?
It's been crazy, man. I think it's been like 7 or 8 months since our last podcast.
It says here, we have a little, thing we like to follow. It says right underneath where we've been, question mark. Right below it, Houston shit show. Joey, take that away.
Man, Houston was, I don't even know, bro. Like, whenever I think about it, it just feels like a bad fever dream. Like, there's no way that arc actually happened.
It really does.
But, we're firm believers on everything happened for a reason, man. And, I think God put us through that Houston arc to reach our low points, so we could actually grow and mature into the men that we now are today. I don't think we'd be where we are at now without that Houston arc. So very thankful for it, but yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I've never seen myself at a lower point in my entire life of living. And I've definitely known Joe a couple years before that Houston arc happened. And it was safe to say that was the lowest I've seen Joe as well. Like, we were just both. I mean, you think of the definition of going through it. We're going through it.
Just physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, everything really could not have gotten any worse.
So, to elaborate on kind of what happened. I'm sure you guys all know the supplement company Vision, which me and Joey left Ryse Supplements to join Vision. The people that ran that company are a bunch of fucking rats, and they're basically snakes in the grass. And that's in the Bible, by the way.
Yeah.
You're going to have plenty of snakes. Who are snakes? People. In the grass, serpents, trying to just slither their way towards you and trying to use you, really. They're trying to deceive you. And that's what we were. We were deceived. Well, the situation with the Vision, it really went to shithole.
It spiraled down pretty quick. So we left.
Yep. We ended up leaving that company.
I think we were with them for about 8 to 10 months.
I was very suspicious. A couple red flags were happening when, like, some of the two main CEOs who own the company, they just, like, left.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the wait, what? Like, why would you leave the company when, like, it's, like, supposedly doing so well?
Yeah, that was interesting.
And we found out by someone else. Not the people that own the brand, not the people that ran the brand. We found out from another third party that the company was unfortunately, Ben was just in the hole.
Yeah.
Couple G's. So, yeah, kind of a shit pop, honestly.
Yeah, it was tough to.
And
Obviously, we had to make that decision to leave.
yeah, and like me and Joey, we literally dropped a signature with him. Like,
But hey, anyone that got it, much love. I appreciate y'all.
yeah, anyone that copped the Blitz tub, you're legends. Hopefully, you guys didn't throw that tub away. I think it still has like our signatures on it, which is really cool.
That's fire for sure.
Basically, like a whole Static Boys collab. It was really, really cool.
It was legendary.
Yeah. So, situation with that just really did not go our way. But hey, sometimes in life you try, right?
You live and you learn.
So, we were actually praying about this, bro, and this is why I think the doing so of like prayer and the doing so of speaking things into existence out loud and really manifesting things, I believe it's so real and it's so powerful because our next two sponsors we'll end up talking about in this podcast, one being Ryse and one being Gymshark, our two sponsors, like, we basically brought into reality.
Yeah, like we prayed about that every single day. And I believe in like Matthew or Mark or something in the Gospels when it talks about prayer, it says, believe that you have received it and you will receive it. So you just have faith the whole time like we did. We said our prayers every day, talked about it, and before we knew it, God blessed us.
And it wasn't like me and Joey, because when you pray, you can't be greedy. And it wasn't like we were asking, like, oh, please give us. We just had faith in God. And that's the biggest thing is, like, when you have prayer, what Joey said, you need to almost, like, believe that you've already received it. So just putting faith in God and letting him do his thing. Time will come.
Yeah, if it's his will, it will be done.
Right. And it's only just a matter of time. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys must be new here. Well, me and Joey are huge warriors of Christ.
Oh, yeah.
We got our Bibles right here. I got the version that's pretty easy to read. I also got the King James version, so a little harder to read. If you guys got your Bibles, please whip them out, because we're going to be bringing up a couple of Bible verses in this podcast.
Got the King James. Got this cross right here, straight from the Holy Land of Jerusalem, and then a rosary from my grandfather. So I think that's the Warrior of Christ stuff we got in here right now.
We will try to add as much stuff as possible. Hopefully you guys are digging the new setup.
Oh, yeah.
The new little studio we're in. It's a really cool little spot. Got to get the podcast sign. I mean, wherever we go, that sign's got to come.
Oh, yeah. Mushroom.
Got to have the mushroom sign. Got to have the lava lamp guy, right? Lava lamp's going.
Got to have Kurt Cobain peeking.
Got to have Kurt Cobain top right of your screen, if you guys see him. And then we got the Bob Marley and the Wailers, and then the iconic Beatles. So, yeah, pretty much the next topic of discussion, we were blessed and we were praying enough, and we are, manifesting, speaking out loud, this opportunity to join back with Ryse supplements.
And if you guys, shout out Ryse, man.
Shout out to Ryse, baby.
I don't know if you can see it. We got the Ryse fuel right behind the cross. I'm going to be cranking that open real soon, along with the coffee. So we are cracked out right now.
Yeah, I'm also sipping on a large coffee over here. Speaking of which, let me just do one of these. Hopefully I don't have to shit here soon.
Yeah. But if you guys are OGs, you know that me and Justin signed with Ryse way back, and I think the end of like 2020. Was with them for a few years. Lived out in Dallas for a little bit, and then
you guys want to talk about the peak?
Oh yeah, that was the peak.
That was the peak.
But
right now we're peaking. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But back then, and I'm not the type of guy to be really too much in the past. No so the future. I'm more of a present guy. But when you look back, that was the peak.
Yeah. But shout out Mr. Nick and everyone else at Ryse for signing us back. It has been a huge blessing. We've been out there a few times. Make a lot of content with them out there. Go to their TikTok page, see some Ninja Creamy recipes. But it's been awesome, man. It's such a blessing to be back with them.
I literally, you think of one thing that me and Joey would talk about and regret, it was just leaving Ryse, man.
Yeah.
Like, the people there, I know for a fact most of our long-term friends from here on out will be the people that we met when we joined Ryse.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Shout out Jay Lane. That guy's a legend. Shout out
Legend.
Jace Calvert. Yeah, he's not on Ryse anymore, but he's still like a brother to us.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of people we met in Dallas that like we still stay in touch with. We just obviously Joey just said we just went out to Dallas like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Saw all the boys, bro. Super cool connecting back with all of them. Saw Mr. Nick, absolute legend. Saw Noel. It was really cool to being back at the warehouse, the new warehouse, because I didn't even check out the new warehouse. We left before the warehouse was even built.
Crazy.
When me and Joey first joined Ryse, little story. Okay, bring it back 2020. We pull up to this warehouse that Nick was working in. Nick had maybe a half of an office like built, and literally there were 2 people working in the warehouse. This warehouse was like
Small.
it was very small. I mean, you think of like a starting out business, okay? Very small warehouse. There's 2 people working there. Shout out to Matt and shout out to Josh.
Legends, bro.
These 2 dudes are still working at Ryse in the new giant new warehouse. But these 2 dudes were maybe shipping out what, 20, 30 orders a day?
Not too much.
Like those dudes used to like just chill around all day, play ping pong, chill with us, box each other. 'Cause they didn't have a lot going on. Now, bro, like when we went to go visit them, bro, they have a system, dude.
They probably have over 50 people just packing out orders. Like, it's crazy.
At least. And like the way, like Noel took us back there in the warehouse, the way they ship orders out now, bro, is like so efficient. I can't even. I'm sure. I mean, I know Ryse made a couple videos actually of like them shipping out orders and like showing you guys how it's done.
It's crazy.
The efficiency is, I mean, it is night and day difference from when me and Joey joined.
It's been really dope to see their growth.
Yeah, I mean, it is so crazy to see Ryse grow from where it was to where it is now. So, shout out to Ryse Supplements. We are beyond blessed to be back on the team, peaking with all the boys, peaking with Mr. Nick, peaking with Andrew. Shout out to Andrew, by the way.
Yeah, Andrew, you're a legend, bro.
Andrew also runs Ryse. He is Mr. Nick's older brother. Got a chance to really meet him, talk to him a lot when we were in Dallas.
Yep.
That guy's a fucking legend.
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about Ryse just a little bit right now, I guess, because they're teasing it right now on their social medias. I thought, like the Skippy protein, peanut butter protein, the official Skippy peanut butter. I'm like, dude,
Crazy.
look at this. Like, they have an official Skippy's brand. Like, that's fucking insane.
Official Jet Puff
And
Marshmallow.
Then they dropped the official Jet Puff Marshmallow. I'm like, bro, this brand can't be more peaking right now. Can they? Can they peak even more?
And they did.
Well, they did. Because what's coming soon is Cosmic Brownie. Little Debbie's Cosmic Brownie.
Yeah. That's going to be the peak.
I mean, I'm not even kidding. I might have to order like 4 or 5 tubs.
I'm pretty sure it's dropping this month, too. I don't think there's a date announced right now, but I think it's coming in May.
And I know what you guys are already thinking. You're thinking, what? What's I use? Code Justin? Code Riser?
Code STHETICBOYS.
We are blessed to say we are sharing code STHETICBOYS for Ryse subs. So if you do get the best protein in the game, aka the new Cosmic Brownie, be sure to use code STHETICBOYS on your order to save and support. I'm literally cannot wait for us to make like those Ninja Creamies, even like protein shake.
I wonder if we had an effect on it because like a month and a half ago we made a Cosmic Brownie protein ice cream.
We did.
So, did you guys steal from us?
Did you guys steal our idea, Mr. Nick?
No, but I'm glad they're actually dropping an official one. It's gonna be legendary.
I think honestly, bro, like that's just gonna be such a good way for us to even make like literal protein brownies we can try to make and like protein cupcakes. I mean, the possibilities with Ryse, dude, it's literally endless.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, love being back with them, man.
Yeah.
True blessing from God.
Beyond blessed. True blessing from a big man. So, Vision, shit show. Houston, shit show. This is why I also hated Houston. That's why I also hated Vision. This is also why I hated Houston. So, when me and Joey are in Dallas, we took frequent trips to Houston. We went to Alphaland a lot, okay? That was like our gym, obviously. I don't know why. If I can just have a Doctor Strange portal from the Marvel Universe and go back in time, I wish I could smack the shit out of 2021, 2022, Justin, before I left Dallas. Because when we went to Houston all the time, we only went to Alphaland. We didn't check out.
We didn't look at anything else around
Houston.
Houston.
At anything else, people. Okay, I don't know why we were so dumb.
Yeah.
We decided to make the move. Okay, left Dallas, went to Houston, and then we did like that one meme of John Travolta and what's that fucking Pulp Fiction, where he has his coat and he's kind of looking left and right in the room. He's like, what the fuck? That was us. Like, we were literally, I'll put the meme here on the screen. We got to Houston, went outside and did this. Yeah, where the fuck is everything? There's nothing in Houston, people. Houston is, I'm sorry if anyone that lives there, Houston's shit.
Yeah.
There are no parks. The only park that we could walk to and feel safe and comfortable,
25 minutes away.
25 minutes away, 25-minute drive for a fucking park.
So trash. But, hey, like we said, man, that led us to hit our low points. And remember, for God to make a man great, he's going to break you down first.
Amen.
Now we're peaking.
So yeah, left Houston, and now we have moved
to the hometown.
To Joey's hometown.
Of North Carolina. And a nice, peaceful, small town, man. Super nice just to unplug for a little bit. We finished out. He was peaking the shreds with me, too, when I did my show. Because we moved back here in October. And had a bodybuilding show in November. Kicked it with the fam over the holidays. And then just kind of been getting everything back on track and together for the last few months. Now we finally set up shop for the podcast.
Yeah, man, it was such a cool experience, honestly, getting settled down here in his hometown. Joey showed me a lot of cool little places to peak. I'm originally from a very small town in Wisconsin. Shout out to Hell's Corners. If anyone is from Hell's Corners, you are an absolute legend. So I'm already used to the small town vibes. I come here, I'm like, dude, I fit right in, baby. They have a little coffee shop here called The Mill.
Shout out The Mill.
Shout out to The Mill.
Shout out Kurt.
Shout out Kurt. That works at The Mill.
The legend.
Yeah, absolutely love just like the small town vibes here. Love everything about it. It is very, very nice. Very, very naturey here. Bunch of mountains. Me and Joey frequently go and go on hikes. The literal peak.
Literally, you're peaking on the peak. Huge mountain, guys. And it's just perfect right now, man. Go out to Dallas every few months, visit Ryse, peak out there. So it's a good little yin-yang right now.
I'm also looking at this soundboard. I really hope the audio sounds good on your guys' end, because sometimes it like spikes on your mic too when I'm talking and you're talking. So I guess we'll see when I edit it.
We'll figure it out, but it's looking pretty good right now.
Doesn't look too bad. I did just lower it down just a little hair. I'll lower it down a little more hair.
But hopefully the audio is perfect for you guys. And yeah, so that's kind of everything to where we are now. Yeah, like you said, left Houston, Vision, joined back with Ryse. Now we're back in NC, chilling here. We're also going to be turning into Dungeon Demons for the workouts. Not really the biggest fan, man, of public gyms, which is why I don't know why we went to the most popular gym in the country when we were training at the private Ryse gym every day.
Holy shit.
But we got some new equipment coming in, so the dungeon workouts are about to be elite. And we're probably never going back to a public gym.
Honestly, bro, like, I just don't know what we're thinking, people. We tweaked.
It
was a big tweak.
Younger kids, thinking with our emotions, it happens, man. But that's how you grow. So thankful for it at the end of the day.
And what Joey said, little, like, what is a dungeon demon? I mean, it's basically, you think of like a Batman arc. That's what we're gonna become. Like, I'm not even shaving my beard.
Yep.
I'm growing out the beard. Okay. Growing out the long hair. You guys already know that. I mean, we're just turning into the absolute Bruce Wayne, Batman, Arkham Asylum, arc. Now, do you guys get it or no?
Chasing the aesthetics.
So that's basically where we've been. And moving on to the next subject, exposing the fitness industry.
There's a lot of you guys commenting about that one on our like recent YouTube videos and everything like that. Kind of waiting for this one to drop. So
yeah, everyone's like, I can't wait for you guys to tell the young LA story why you left and expose everyone and expose. Well, today's the day. And now we're about to get into the present moment of exposing a lot of things. For instance, I'm going to open up my Bible here. Let's see if I can find it.
And remember, of course, guys, we're never saying any names or anything like that, but we're just speaking the truth of what we experienced firsthand as fellow young LA athletes at the time. You looking for the Revelation quote?
Mm-hmm.
Also, if anyone's watching this that has not picked up your Bible before, highly recommend you start reading that. Start in the New Testament. Start with the Gospels. Read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Read the life and ministry and the death and resurrection of Jesus. If you have not started yet, because it will change your life. You read those, and you read Revelation. Revelation is crazy. Highly recommend you tap in to the probably most insane book ever written. I mean, this is the Word of God, baby. What gets better than that? This is the peak. And I'm gonna keep stalling right now until Justin finds the quote that we need.
So it's in Revelations, people, and if you've read it, you will know the term. It's in. I mean, I can't give you a verse because like it's in almost every other line, but it's basically like how people will chase the mark of the beast. What is the mark of the beast? It could be a lot of things. I mean, that's what the Bible is there for us to interpret and to try to figure out what it really is trying to say to us. So when I hear that these people chase the mark of the beast, or people are wearing the mark of the beast, that's what Jesus is going to come back and look for these people that will be wearing the mark of the beast, the people that worship the mark of the beast. It brings me to the next subject of discussion: why we left Young LA. Here's my opinion. I think Young LA is the mark of the beast. And
Not a bad take.
I'll tell you why. You read Revelations and you read that there will be people that will follow these false idols, aka the mark of the beast. You think of every Young LA athlete right now, like what are they? They're kind of bots. Like, I'm sorry, but your favorite Young LA athlete is chasing nothing but popularity, nothing but clout, nothing but money, nothing but cars. They do it for the girls. They do it. They're doing it for literally the wrong reasons.
For all the worldly desires.
Like, they are literally wearing the mark of the beast, aka Young LA. Like, it's right in front of your face, people. That like this fitness industry is becoming a very satanic place. And I'm very sorry to say that, but that's just my opinion. And I believe it's very true because who do you know now? It's very few that I know off the top of my head. Like, who do you know influencers out there that like truly want to help you become better? All these influencers now, dude, like especially on Young LA, they're all, like I said, they're all bots, dude. Like, they're all not real. They're all, like, I look at some of their content, I look at some of these people's stories, and the things they say to, like, the youth, these kids that should be getting inspired. I've had so many people come up to me at Alpha Land, bro, and just say, like, I want to be with Young LA, and I want to go out, and I want to get fucked up, and I swear people say that to me, dude, and I'm like,
it's crazy.
I'm like, are you real? Are you literally real, dude?
Clubs are filled with devils, bro.
They're all demons. They're all girls.
That's why we don't go to clubs. It's not because you're boring. It's because you don't want to be around demons.
Like,
that's literally what that shit is.
I'm sorry, dude, but your favorite influencer that's probably in Young LA is wearing the mark of the beast, and they are doing it for the wrong reasons. I feel like this fitness industry now has taken a turn for the worst. Like, I think this is a very satanic kind of like cult now, dude, because I mean, how many girls do you see online, dude, just showing their ass, showing their tits? I'm sorry, most of these girls really don't even like take fitness seriously. They don't have great physiques, but somehow they have 250,000 followers on Instagram, getting 50, 60,000 likes just because they show their body. And all these little bitch ass simps, I feel bad for all the men, because all these men are giving into what? Lust. Okay, they see these girls on their Explore page. Oh my God, they get all fucking horned up now, and they have to go to the hub.
No, literally.
And rub one out.
And again, guys, keep in mind we're not judging. We're just speaking what we see. There's a difference.
Right. But, so like,
and we see girls, man, with OnlyFans, and they have Bible verses in their bio. I'm like, bro, what? Like, that's. I don't know, man. This is like disgusting.
Joey brought up something the other day where he sees, he saw some girl on his Explore page.
Bro, she has God first in her bio, and then You guys know that? What is it? Yeet? Is that the guy that sings that song?
I don't fucking know, nor do I care.
It's a song that Carnival. She can ride dick like Carnival. Like that song. I know you guys.
You can ride dick like Carnival.
It was this chick at the carnival, bro, with like her ass hanging out of her shorts. Again, God first in her bio, and then she's like drops it and starts twerking to that song, and I'm like, what?
I don't know, man. It's just very like.
It's interesting, man.
I'll say it again. I mean, I think this fitness industry is taking a turn for its worse. Taking the turn for the worse, and it's just like I believe it's our job as me and Joey. I think it's our mission from God is to help turn it around and try to literally get everyone on the Word of God.
Bring you boys to Christ.
Because that's all that matters. At the end of the day, you can't really chase these worldly desires that a lot of men are doing. So, excuse this little moment while Joey resets the camera. He's gonna keep talking, or I'll keep talking. He's just gonna reset the camera. Sit down like a good little bot that he is, and we're gonna continue this peak of a podcast. Hope you guys are enjoying yourself here in the Aesthetic Boys podcast.
Also,
But 1 second. That these guys, your favorite influencer, bro, I'm sorry, he's chasing all these worldly desires that he's not going to take to the grave. Like, he's chasing all the money in the world. He wants all the cars in the world. He wants all these girls in the world, okay? He wants as many followers in the world.
and going off what he said, man, about you're not taking any of this to the grave. Open up your Bible, Matthew 6:19, verses 19 through 21. Shit. All right, that was the timer, so I got to actually set that up again. I'm glad that went off. Matthew 6:19, 21. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust corrupt, and where the thieves do not break nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. When you utilize all those gifts, talents, resources God has blessed us with to impact the world in the name of God, you're laying up everything in heaven and you're peaking.
It's going to be so funny when a lot of these guys die. Jesus is going to be looking at them. You're going to be like, hey, yo, God, do I have my Mustang with me, or do I have all my money with me, and do I have all those girls up here? Can I have all these? And Jesus is going to be like, what?
Depart from me. I never knew you. No, but for real, repent and believe in Jesus, man.
I mean, it's just right in front of your face that, like, this is a world ran by the devil and God. It's very yin-yang. There's a lot of good and evil. And I believe that this industry is becoming an evil place to be. So, men, stay strong. If you got a girl shaking ass on your screen, don't follow her, okay? I used to be a bot like that. I used to follow a bunch of girls back in the day. Just be like, oh, yeah, dude, give me all that ass. Like, I want.
Yeah, we've all been there, bro.
I'm sorry, bro. I used to, okay? I'm telling the truth.
If you're a man, bro, you've gone through that phase.
Okay? Like, I want as many girls as possible. I just want to look at girls all the time. And no, bro.
I don't think me and Justin unfollowed every chick.
We unfollowed every girl, dude. I followed, like,
except for like a couple friends, but
yeah, a couple G's on Athlete or on Ryse, but that's pretty much it.
anyone with an OnlyFans, they've gotten the unfollow respectfully. Even if they're friends.
Anyone that has OnlyFans in a Bible verse in your bio, be gone from me. I never knew you.
Literally, bro.
Like, literally, fuck off. Okay. So,
So what happened after we left Young LA?
well, this is why I also wanted to bring up another reason why we love Young LA. What they stand for as a company is just not fitness, I don't think, anymore.
It's just not our vibe.
All the athletes that are on Young LA, they go out to clubs. They always promote drinking. This is what I thought it was so funny on Young LA's story. They had a story of them all going out, and I think I was counted like 5 or 10, maybe 15 girls, all under age of 21, drinking alcohol. And they're promoting that. So I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at? Like, what am I actually viewing with my eyes right now? By the way, Young LA has, over 1 million followers on Instagram? Can't tell you how many of those are actual kids. So, W, bro. W promotion on alcohol. Yeah, Young LA is the mark of the beast. Read Revelations and you'll wake the fuck up.
Yep.
So we left that brand. I left the brand, didn't like the way that brand was just being ran. I just did not like it at all. It was giving me bad voodoo vibes. I was like, yikes, this brand is shit.
Can't be having it.
Can't be having it. And like I said, me and Joey are warriors of Christ, dude. So that feeling you get in the back of your mind, if like something's telling you to do something, you know who that is, right? It's God. Your gut instinct, it's not a gut instinct, okay? Gut doesn't have a thought, okay? It doesn't have consciousness. Tell you what that gut feeling is. It's God. And he told us to left. He told us to leave, so we did. And that leads us to the next subject on why we joined what I believe is the number one fitness brand in the world right now. That's Gymshark.
Let's go, baby.
I don't know what you're thinking. Justin, didn't Gymshark go through a fat phase where they were showing fat people? Okay, let me tell you something. That phase is over with, people.
Yeah.
And they're bringing back old fitness, vintage fitness, people. Do you see the things that they've been dropping recently? By the way, linked in the bio. Go check out all the new stuff Gymshark just dropped.
Code Static Boys.
Code Static Boys on that, by the way, because we prayed for that. We talked about it. We manifested. We prayed to God every day to allow us to get on this brand to literally like represent a good fitness brand, a brand that we believe in, and we have the opportunity to share a code, Static Boys, in which we're blessed from God to do so. So, we just think that like Gymshark is really bringing back fitness and like the old vintage vibes, like Arnold days. I would say shout out Arnold, but he doesn't believe in
heaven.
He doesn't believe in heaven. So
that's tough.
I'm gonna
for him.
No shout out Arnold. Okay, think of a shout out, people, and cross it out because I'm doing this. No shout out to Arnold.
We'll give a shout out though to David Lade since he's the new creative director of Gymshark. So
he's been dropping heat. Like
yeah.
I'm wearing the new Gymshark Collegate shirt. This is like old vintage college. Like it's kind of like roughed up around here.
It's so sick.
So aesthetic.
You got some dope joggers. Like
he's wearing some like old '80s vintage like shorts. Like look at those.
Just like some crazy colors. It feels like you're in the '70s and '80s wearing this stuff.
You know, like that one, like that styrofoam cup with that really like trippy like '80s design on it, like the little swirls with like the green and the purple.
That's what this
all
is.
That vintage stuff. I mean, they literally dropped vintage jackets, vintage joggers. Like Gymshark is bringing back old vintage fitness, old Arnold days, and I'm so blessed to be a part of this team. Really, really cool. Shout out to Gymshark, baby.
It's awesome.
That's pretty much why we left Young LA and joined Gymshark. Like I really believe, like I said, this world, evil and good, God and Satan.
Yep.
Gymshark, God. Young LA, Satan.
You guys get in there now.
Okay, let's change the subject to like, let's talk about God. Okay, obviously me and Joey, we love to bring up like cool stories we've been thinking and reading about, talking about. We just literally brought this up the other day in discussion. Me and Joey were just talking. I'm sure you guys have not heard this story. It's a pretty popular story. The Stairs of Loretto. One of the most actually mind-blowing stories I've ever literally heard in my entire life. Brought it up to Joey the other day. We were just talking about it. We were like how in the heck was this even possible? So
it's crazy.
Joey will go more in depth here, but I'm going to give a little rough story on what the Stairs of Loretto is. So these nuns all got together, prayed about this situation they were in. They had a beautiful church, and this is a true story. You can look this up. A real church in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Beautiful church, okay? These nuns had a problem where their choir was on the top deck of their church. They couldn't access it because they needed some type of a ladder to get up there, and they couldn't build straight upstairs because it interfered with the bottom of the church. And they prayed about it, and they prayed about it, and they prayed about it, and eventually some man came to help. Continue, Joey.
All right, so yeah, the choir, no access to the choir, which is 22 feet above the ground floor. Carpenters even came to the church and said, yeah, there's no shot we can build stairs in here. You literally just have to get a ladder on the wall and climb up and down every time.
They said it's impossible.
So what happened was the nuns were praying every single day. They're actually, they made a novena to Saint Joseph, the patron saint of carpenters. They prayed every day, and on their ninth day, the final day of their prayer, a man appeared at the chapel, riding in on a donkey and has a toolbox. And if you guys don't know, a donkey, of course, is what Jesus rode in on when he was born, and it's also the only animal with like a cross on its back. So the fact that a random man pulls up on a donkey with a toolbox and he worked on it, he built a spiral staircase, and he took a couple months to build it. He left without pay or thanks. He just wanted to build it. Um, and they think that that was Saint Joseph himself that just pulled up, built the staircase, and dipped.
Because
And
they wanted to pay him money. He said, "No, I don't need money." They asked for his name. He said his name was Joe.
yeah,
How crazy is that? It's literally, I believe it was Saint Joseph.
and the staircase has two 360-degree turns, no visible means of support. It was built without nails, only wooden pegs. So it's just like,
There's no spiral, like there's no like support beam in the middle. All the wood is also like the wood that they found in the staircase. It's like nowhere to be found on planet Earth.
yeah,
Like the wood is like it doesn't exist.
it's crazy.
So like I truly believe God sent Saint Joseph down on a donkey, and like he said, Jesus rode on a donkey. And I believe God tells us, or He shows us thing in this life within like symbols, and like words or letterings, numbers. And I just believe that the donkey is such a powerful animal because it literally has a cross on the back, which is so crazy to me. So I believe God literally sent Saint Joseph down to come build that staircase. Like there's no nails in it. You can look this staircase up. It looks so insane. Like it looks
So
beautiful.
crazy.
And I'm also pretty sure that the staircase has like 33 steps on it,
Yep, even
Would-
more insane.
which is crazy. Who was 33? Well, Jesus' age when he died on the cross. Think about that for a second, people.
Unbelievable.
These stories, I mean, they're not just like a coincidence. Like, it's very hard to deny a God in this life.
Everything works way, way too perfectly together.
I mean, that story itself is just like it's mind blowing, dude. But you really can't go and tell yourself like there isn't a God. Because also, like about all the evil in the world that's happening right now, you can't deny the devil. You really can't. Like, there's so much satanic things happening every single day. So much evil things happening every single day. And all you gotta do is pray, bruh. Just
Yeah.
pray and trust in God. Have faith in God.
Amen.
So, the Stairs of Loretto is just a powerful, powerful, crazy story. Me
So
and Joey
beautiful.
plan on telling a lot more cool biblical stories. If you guys also have questions on what you want to learn about or what you want us to talk about, if you have anything you guys want us to say, talk about, discuss about, comment below in the comments, people.
We'll dive into it.
Our show is literally what you guys want it to be. So, comment below literally anything you want us to talk about. Could be flat earth, could be firmament, could be, by the way, we live in a firmament.
Yeah, we'll be diving into that actually really soon.
Like, we live in a flat earth, people, and we'll back it up here pretty soon. So, yeah, that's pretty much that. We'll do a quick little sponsorship for all of our ads, everything that we're sponsored by. So, gotta have the shout out to Ryse, baby.
Ryse Fuel, baby.
He's popping that opener right now.
Already had a large coffee, but hey man, shout out Ryse, shout out Sugar Shine for the cotton candy special.
That flavor is actually too good, dude. The Ryse fuels have also saved my life on days that I really needed, like, just to pick me up. But I didn't want too harsh of a pre. It's like the perfect amount of caffeine. 200 milligrams to be exact.
Yep.
And it kind of just gets you locked in. It's a great energy drink. It shits on Ghost. Shits on
Everything. Rain, bang.
Rain. If you drink Monster, you're a bot.
Monster's literally the devil, bro. It has the 3 lines.
You know that?
666.
Literally. Like, Monster is a satanic brand. There's also so many, bro. I mean, like I said, the devil even works in symbols here. Like, this whole life of God, devil, they're both playing a chess game, okay? And like the Satan's gonna send us so many in scriptures and symbols within brands that people follow, and it's all the mark of the beast, people. Literally, in just read Revelation, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ryse, great products. Check them out. It'll also be linked in the bio. Like I said in the beginning, new Cosmic Brownie protein coming soon. That's crazy. So stock up on your subs if you are running low, because it will be the best purchase you've ever made in your entire life. And because health is wealth. Do you get it or no? Next, shout out to Gymshark. Just talked about it.
Yep.
WW Gym Brand. Check that out. Check everything that's just dropped. Brand new drop that just came out. A lot of new items. The thing I like about Gymshark too, bro, like every time you go on a website, they have stuff for sale. Like everything, they have like a whole 20% off, 30% off.
All the time.
Sale all the time. Like literally all the time. So, shout out to Helamix. We don't have any Helamixes here, but shout them out. Code STHETICBOYS for literally all of them. All of those sponsorships.
Much love.
Which gets us into the next topic of discussion.
Pretty much the final topic.
The last final topic. This could be heaven.
The brand drop.
And I know what you're thinking, like, what do you mean this could be heaven? Look at this guy's shirt. And really think about it. This could be heaven.
Heaven.
So, like, what? So we'll talk about our Aesthetic Boys drop. If you guys don't know, I'll give you an even brief description of the brand itself. Me and Joey, obviously, super close. We wanted to come together on some type of project that we know can influence a lot of kids, a lot of people our age, even older people. We want to have an impact in the fitness industry, and we want to have a good impact. So, what better ways to like put powerful meaning images on clothing pieces and drop them? So we decided to make a clothing brand called the Aesthetic Boys. Basically, a brand about just becoming the best version of yourself, understanding that you are very unique.
One of one.
You're one of one. That's why we do one of one drops, people. Okay, like you said before, if you think we live on a spinning ball that came from a Big Bang Theory and we evolutioned from monkeys, you gotta wake up, bro.
Yeah. There's no purpose that way. If we're just a big accident,
you gotta really wake up. And I'll give a lot of people credit. I used to be a believer of that. I used to think evolution was real. I used to think dinosaurs were real. Fun fact: the word dinosaur wasn't actually literally a made-up name. It didn't become a real word until 1841.
Yeah.
How is that possible? But guess what? One word before that has been around since the dawn of times, and that word is dragons. Let me know if you find the word dinosaurs in the Bible. Comment below what page that's on. By the way, there's no fucking page.
No.
Guess what's also in the Bible? That is there written. The word dragons. Multiple times, people. Understand that evolution is not real. Dinosaurs are unfortunately not real. Sorry to crush your childhood memories and your childhood life. But dragons were very real.
God's very real.
And
he made you for a purpose, brother. Not here on accident.
Made you for a purpose. So, whatever goal you have in mind that you want to achieve in this life form, you can probably achieve it.
Yep.
If I'm being honest. With
yours for the taking.
Constant believing in yourself. Constant believing in God. And consistency is really, I think, a big key factor.
And having faith over fear.
Having faith over fear. Tatted on my neck for life, people. That's a 4-lifer.
4 lifers.
4-lifer. So, came together, we dropped this clothing brand. Obviously, we're warriors of Christ, so we want to put our love for God also in the brand and just try to inspire the youth to become better versions of themselves, people. Because whatever you want to do, you can fucking do it. I did not think I would lose over 200 pounds. I knew I would. Ever since the first day I started, never forget. I had a goal in mind. I wanted to get in the best shape ever, and I did so. Joey had a goal in mind when he first started. He wanted to get in the best shape of his life. He did so.
We came from 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. Justin was really fat. I was really skinny. So if you need, the support and motivation from either or, odds are you're probably coming from one or the other, man. So
I mean,
we've both been
we're
there.
literally yin yang brothers. But yeah, made Static Boys our clothing brand. Let's talk about our next drop and how this really could be heaven. We
Yep.
put a very powerful message on the one and only shirt that is dropping.
It's my favorite shirt ever, bro.
This is called the firmament shirt. Now, what's a firmament, Justin? Well, open up your page. I think it's like literally one on your Bibles. You read Genesis.
Yeah. Read it word for word from them. Let them know what a firmament is. Because, God made that.
Ah, yes. Now, this is in Genesis. Genesis 1 /7. This is on the first day, by the way. And God made the firmament. This word firmament, people, you can literally look this up. It's in the Bible. Yeah, we're just reading it from the book. Also, look up what a firmament means on Google. You'll see exactly what we're talking about, and it's also what we're living in.
Yep.
God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And
That's
it
why
was
the sky's
so.
blue.
That's why the sky's blue, because there's water above us. Listen to this. Genesis 1/8. And God called the firmament heaven.
Wow.
The word heaven is right there, people, for you to read. And the evening and the morning were the second day. So there's a vault above us right now. There's like a glass dome that is currently above us. It's unbreakable. You can look up Operation Fish Dome. It's an experiment that happened in the 1960s where the Nazis were trying to nuke the firmament. It's leaked documents. You can look this up. Unbreakable. Okay. 1960 something or 1950. I don't really know the exact date. You can look this up. Operation Fish Bowl. That went to shit. You can't break the out of the firmament. So they're like, oh shit, what do we do? The Nazis discontinue, and a brand, not a brand, a company, that same year, look this up, the same year the Nazis discontinued, guess what federation just opened up and sponsored by the U.S. government now, and, well, it's called NASA, a space odyssey. You're not going to believe this shit either. The scientist that led Operation Fish Dome, Fish Bowl, Fish Dome. That's because we're under a dome. This lead scientist that worked for the Nazis, Werner von Braun, yeah, he's the CEO of NASA. Do me also a favor. Look up Werner von Braun's tombstone.
And you're going to see Psalm 19:1. That's it. That's the only thing on his tombstone. What's Psalm 19:1? Well, it says, the heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork.
Werner von Braun's last fuck you to the world was putting the Bible verse on his tombstone saying, we live in a firmament. He just told you the verse that says the word firmament, people.
It shows God's handiwork.
That was the only, I'm not even kidding, Joe. You know this since day one. I keep telling you this. That was the only piece of evidence I needed to know for me to go like, oh shit.
Like, why else would he put that, bro?
Why would he put that verse on his tombstone? People?
Nothing else. Just his name, date, and Psalm 19:1.
Okay. And
Crazy.
God continues right here, like on the third day, God continues to talk about this place being called heaven. And God said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together onto one place, and let the dry land appear. And it was so. And God called the dry land earth.
And then get this. You go a few other verses down, then you'll hit Genesis 1:20. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life, and fowl, birds, that may fly above the earth, and the open firmament of heaven. Like, bro.
So, me and Joey often talk about this a lot. I believe that this life that we're living right now, I believe it's all one big test. I also believe that they are a couple layers of this heaven.
Oh yeah, 100%. Because don't get us wrong, guys. There's definitely a heaven after we die.
Yes, there's definitely a heavenly place that we go to after we pass.
But
But I believe that there are layers of this. There's layers to this, people, okay? And I believe we're on the first layer. This is the experience of life that God gave us as man or woman. If you're a woman watching this, shout out to you, girl. But if you're a man, W, bruh.
Yeah.
Actually,
Huge
that
W.
sounds like such a sexist thing I just said. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just saying, like, if you're a man, I'm just saying W. Anyways, so I believe that they are layers of heaven, and I think we're in the first layer experiencing this life through God's consciousness, God's eyes, which is all connected through all of us together. Because this is an important topic that I bring up to Joey a lot. Like, what do you do if you're God, okay? You're the creator of all things. You can do anything you want. You can blink. You can think of something and it appears. Like, pretend you're God for a second, right? Eventually, I'm sorry, but as God, I believe you'll get lonesome. So what do? I think you create this firmament, which we're in right now. I believe you put yourself through billions of people's eyes, consciousness, and I believe you experience life through everyone's eyes and have friends, families, those moments together. It's all God. And He's experiencing this life through all of our eyes and all of our minds, and we're all connected under one giant family, big tree.
And I think it's the biggest form of love, pretty much.
It is.
Because he's giving us, because obviously without him, we're not here. You're not here. So the fact that we're all able to experience this and experience life, experience everything life has to offer, is like the biggest blessing.
And I just believe it's, I'll bring up this book here. It's called the Hearth Book. And on the back of this book, what he just brought up, love. I mean, just hear this out for 1 second. If you guys don't know, this is one of the most awakening books you'll ever read in your entire life. Hearth Book, heart, earth. It's all one word. We are like the earth. We are the center of the universe. So, this book was to make this world a better place, not only for my son, which the author is writing this book for, but for all future generations. Listen to this. My message is to the world that it is love. Love is the key that unlocks us to our fullest potential. We can accept the universe as one shared existence. This way, no one would mistreat one another, as it would be like mistreating ourselves. We can unify through love and acceptance as we learn to view the world through the eyes of non-domination. We can consider our relationships with one another, and not only with the people, but with the minerals, plants, animals, and entire cosmos that we are all in. We can heal one another with our energy fields, Aquarius, and when we love. Therefore, you will know the Taurus, and the Taurus will set you free.
And what's so important about this too is him saying love is the answer, because if you read the Bible and everything, you know that God is love, right? Like everyone on the gay pride stuff, like they say love is love. Not true at all. God is love. So when you have God, when you have love, everyone's going to be peaking.
I'll speak my mind here because I can, and I'm a grown-ass man. I believe it's so satanic, and I believe it's so fucked up how they took the most beautiful, profound symbol that God gave us, which is the rainbow after Noah's flood, and they put that on the gay flag, which is, I believe it's the devil. So, a very, very satanic world we're in right now, people. You got to stay strong. You got to have a relationship with God. You got to pray every day, dude, because the devil was always knocking on your door, and he's almost intruding. He's breaking into your doors. He's breaking into your windows, okay? But guess who's the gentleman that's politely knocking on your door? God. God won't break into your life, okay? He's not going to intrude himself into you. He's going to be waiting for you to answer that door. What the devil do? Shatters your windows, breaks open your lock, intrudes your life with fear, hate, depression, anxiety. That's the devil, people. It really is. And that's when you got to stay strong, pray even more, and wait for God to come to your door.
Amen.
Joey's going to reset the camera once more, and we're going to wrap up this whole discussion of the Static Boys podcast. We hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I just think that this setup, Joey, is such a fucking W.
Oh, it's a huge W.
It is such a beautiful place. I love this studio. We also, if you guys don't already see it here, we have a spot opened for a guest.
Oh yeah.
So comment below who you want us to have here on the Static Boys podcast. We would love our friend Chase Calvert to come back. You guys know we shot a very good podcast with him talking about addictions, talking about bodybuilding. We also have a really good friend, Ben, OG Sags, Ben Salaganagi. Hopefully I said that right. That's not too far from us. He lives in South Carolina. So shout out to Ben, shout out to Chase, shout out to anyone that's going to come here on the podcast. But as I continue my discussion,
Yeah, so also everything you said, man, about the devil, he's going to give you that depression, the anxiety, everything that we lived. Like when we were in Houston,
yeah, bro,
we
literally.
were pretty much getting attacked by the devil every day, essentially, because we didn't have that relationship with God. We're not peaking. And then you read in Luke 17:21, neither shall they say here or there, for behold, the kingdom of God is within you. So the kingdom of God is essentially it's like an inward thing. You got to change your inner world within your heart. Make the right choices. Follow God. And you'll start peaking. And you'll start to experience heaven on earth.
So, to go back on my discussion of why I think this is a test, and I believe there's layers of heaven, because there's layers, it says there's layers of heaven in the Bible. And I think this is the first layer, right? It says in the Bible that Joey just brought up not too long ago, the kingdom of heaven is near. So, what do you think when you hear that? The kingdom of heaven it can't be any near here, which is in our head. That's how close it is to us. I believe heaven is head. It's like our mental state of mind, people. And it says in the Bible, in order for us to go to the kingdom of heaven, we need to bring the kingdom of heaven down to earth. And how do you do that? You do that mentally, because this is something I brought up on one of our podcasts, and it's something that really changed my mind and my perspective on God itself and low key that this could be heaven, because a buddy of mine sat me down one time and he said, okay, tell me what happens when you go to heaven. I said, well, I'll be united with my friends, my family, my dogs. Okay, we'll be just having a great time. And then he looked at me and he said, well, don't you have that right now? And I was like, oh shit. Well, he's literally right. So you put that in consideration for just a second, people. And I'm not saying this is heaven. This is a stage of heaven. And you need to literally bring heaven down to earth mentally every single day. That's exactly what Jesus did.
Yep.
He was telling people the kingdom of heaven is near. I'm peaking in heaven right now.
The kingdom of heaven is within.
The kingdom of heaven is within. That's in the Bible, people. The kingdom of heaven is within. It's in our brain, people. We need to unlock that heavenly consciousness every single day. And it's hard to do it, dude. It's hard. Everyone's life, it's hard.
Shit happens.
But my upcoming, I've already brought this up on my Static Boys channel, recent podcast. My whole life, I steered away from God just because of the situation that I was in. Okay, I've been homeless, I've been evicted, I've been moving around more times than I could count as a kid. I went through shit no kid should ever go through. So my relationship with God as a kid was very non-existent, because I would always talk to God and I'd say, God, why is this happening to me? Help me, help us, help my family. No answer. So I decided to leave God for my whole entire life until I was 21, 22, when I met Joey. Met some other friends who were really close with God. Shout out to Joey, though, for really putting me on the Lord. I come back here to NC. He has one of the most beautiful families I've ever seen in my entire life. They all follow God. They are a God-fearing family. Their dinners, when I eat dinner with them, I'm so thankful. I thank God every day for blessing me with this family, which I'm in right now. It's such a beautiful thing to see when people all follow God. And I've never been around people that follow God, pray at every meal. Growing up, I would always be waking up to arguments, door slamming, aggression, anger. I wake up here to laughter of kids and laughter of the people in the house, and it's just nothing but joy, love, positivity here. And it's changed my life for the good. And like I said, I thank God every single day in my prayers just for blessing me with this family which he's put in my life. So I believe that this heaven is truly a state of mind, okay? And that's why we put it right in front of your face on the shirt, the firmament shirt. I'm also going to put graphics on the screen of every single piece dropping so you guys can really see it. So, like, the front of it, such a powerful message. This could be heaven. And what Joey was saying on our Aesthetic Boys channel, he goes places, and I've gone places with the shirt on. People read your shirt, and they kind of like smile.
Yep.
They have like almost like Christ consciousness awakening, like, holy shit, this could be heaven.
That's awesome.
I was at my first 5K run. That was with our church. That we had like a giant run all together. It was for a foundation. It was really cool. And I was talking to the father, one of the fathers that was running that day. Ran my shirt because I wore it that day for a little extra energy from the big man. And he, saw my shirt, kind of gave me a little smile, and we continued our conversation. But I just believe it's such a powerful message, dude, that this could be heaven. And
Oh yeah.
tell them what's on the back. I'll also show this on the screen.
Yep. We got all we have is now on the top, and of course the firmament, man. The guy reaching out of the firmament. But the all we have is now is also like super important too, because that's also how you bring heaven down to earth, is by staying present and practicing the art of being present. Because if you're, again, man, if you have anxiety or depression, that's the devil. The devil's making you think about the past, dwell on the past, make you depressed. And like, why would you be thinking about something that is not even here anymore? All we have is now. Or why are you being anxious about the future, thinking about what could happen, what could go wrong? You're just kind of manifesting things to go wrong. That's also why I love the Bible verse somewhere in John where God says, "Peace I leave you, my peace I give you. Let your heart not be troubled. Do not be afraid." It's just like, bro, he's always there. Stay present. You don't need to think about the past. You don't need to think about the future.
I love that. I love that message so much. That's in John, right?
Yeah, it's awesome, bro. Like, peace I leave you, my peace I give you.
And we do that every day when we go to church. It's like you give your peace offering to the next person, like right next to you.
Yep.
Say, "May peace be with you." It's very beautiful. If I'd never been to church growing up, obviously I told you guys that. My relationship with God. I go to church as much times as I can with the Ryse family. I just love going to church, dude. Like, it's such a
awesome.
beautiful experience. Like, getting just to give your time to God. And a lot of people, they just make up excuses why they can't go.
Yeah.
"Oh, I can't, I'm too tired. I can't do this, or it's not on my schedule." You make time.
And I'm not trying to be biased, but like, I'm Catholic, and the Catholic Church is just really beautiful because the cathedrals are really nice. The church that we go to was built in like 1900, so it's like old school vibes, beautiful artwork, beautiful stained glass. And then you have like during the whole church proper time when you're kneeling and praying. There's silence. There's beautiful hymn songs. You read the gospel. Like, it's just, the Catholic Church is ran really smoothly, and I thoroughly enjoy it.
So, I already said this in the beginning of the podcast. Like, we're not the type to be looking back on the past too much. We're more of present people. We're more of the present men. And I believe once you're in that present moment and you can stay in this present moment, that's when you're experiencing God.
Yep.
Stay in the present moment of God. That's all you need to do every single time. Stay in the present.
Stay in the now. That's all we have. It's all there ever will be. There's only... Oh, my mom actually sent me a quote, bro, yesterday. It said, some like saint. She said, "There's the two greatest moments of your life. The now and when you die." I was like, bro, she literally gets it.
Amen.
Because the now's, that's it.
If you guys don't know, Joey's mom gets it. And
Yeah.
Joey's dad, he gets it.
They get it.
They're both absolute legends.
But that quote was, well, not when you die, because we never die, but you know what I mean. Just the now and when you depart to the next.
If you guys know this quote right here, "In the present of Christmas, only on Christmas, kid." If you guys know where that's from,
Comment down below.
comment down below. It's from a Christmas movie. Only on Christmas, kid. The Christmas of Weed Present. It's an iconic movie. But always just stay in the present, people. Because that's when you're experiencing God, is in the present moment of the now. So that's why we put on the back of the shirt, all we have is now, people.
That's it.
Just stay in the now, okay? You'll be chilling.
So
Trust me.
this shirt, absolute peak.
Beautiful shirt. Definitely remember that. These are one-on-one items. Never restocking. Once the website closes, I'm sorry, brother. Sorry, sister. You ain't getting that shiz.
Yep.
The firmament shirt is a W shirt, which leads us to our next item on the drop and why this really could be heaven. Why we kind of made the brand. Next little subject, not an item, but we're going to go on to why we made the brand. I already told you guys this in the beginning. Me and Joey wanted to have an impact on the world, and we really do believe like the best way to do that is to like have God in the message.
Yep.
So we just came together on this idea. We're like, dude, let's do like a heavy God related drop, because all of our other drops, we've had like Bible verses in it, and we were kind of leaning towards like, you guys will just see, if you see like our beginning first ever drop to like what it is now and what it's became, you'll see like the evolution of us like getting closer with God, because like every other drop, it has like more and more items like having God in it. So almost every single item on this next drop, which is happening right now, it's live probably by the time you're watching this, it's almost every piece is having some type of God related message in it. And that's why we really wanted to like make this brand, is to like put you guys on the word, because the word has saved our lives.
Amen.
Let's talk about the joggers. This is where I'm going to bring up a couple of pages from the Hearth book. Okay, I'll also put up obviously the pages on the screen of what the joggers are looking like. These, by the way, let's just talk about the quality for a second.
Yeah, guys. Thank you also for the patience, man, since our last drop. But this quality on the shirt, the stringer, the hoodie, the joggers, the shorts are all peak.
Now, you guys probably can't see this too well, but there's the Eye of Horus on this page right here. Okay, that's also on our joggers. Joey, bring up Matthew 6:22, because it has Matthew quote here on this page of the Hearth book that says Matthew 6:22. He'll describe that here pretty soon. But what this third eye, the Eye of Horus, which we have, it's basically like our third eye that's in our bodies, it's in our brain right now. It's called the pineal gland. And the only way to activate that pineal gland is through light receptors and like looking at a very powerful light. That's why the Egyptians praised the sun, people, and praised the moon, because they are one of the two great lights in the firmament that activate your pineal gland, aka that third eye, which is basically your Christ consciousness eye, and it's like the eye of intuition. Like, it's your knowledge, it's everything. It's basically like your heaven state is your third eye. So
Matthew 6:22, the light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Notice how he doesn't say eyes, by the way.
Just gonna took the words out of my freaking mouth. Notice how he did not say the word eyes. He said eye. Think about that. Very, 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 very interesting. So, another example that's on our joggers. So, like, they have all the chakra levels. Okay, starting at the very top is our crown chakra. That's basically like our heaven state. That's the heaven state. It's the top peak chakra, and you can only get to that peak heaven state once you unlock all the other chakras moving up. So right below the heaven state, you got your third eye. Then you have the throat chakra. Then below that, you have your heart chakra. Below that, there's the solar chakra. Below that, the sacral chakra. And then below that, the root chakra.
And if you guys want a crazy in-depth look at those chakras, watch Avatar: The Last Airbender,
dude.
Season 2, the last episode, where Aang meets with his guru, and he unlocks all 7 chakras. It's actually so right in front of your face.
I'm sorry, dude. That book is like so. Or not, I'm sorry. That book. That show is so scary. How it's like right in front of your face.
It's
another example. I'm just gonna bring up really quick right here because I'm on the page. Why we literally live in a firmament, people. Astrology and flat Earth. You can't have one without the other. We literally live on a flat Earth because of the stars. The constellations never change. The constellations never change, right? We've been following the same stars for the dawn of times. It's in literally every Egypt map you can look up. It's in the Mayans, like all these old ancient civilizations. They all knew we were in this vault with like only the top moving, like the dome where the stars are at.
Yep.
And this is a very interesting page. If you go to page 71 in the Hearth book, if you guys have this book, you're literally peeking in the firmament. But in this page, it shows you guys right here the constellations, and you can look this up in the Bible, dude. This is how it's so right in front of your face that we're in the firmament. You look up at the stars at night, you can get a piece of paper out, and you can draw all the constellations ever on a piece of paper, connect all the dots. They're symbols. And this is what I said. God works through us in symbols. He says it in letters, in numbers. He basically tells us that, like, he is very real through these symbols. And what's the word I'm looking for, Joey? Parables? That, like, Jesus talks to us through, and, like, God.
Parables.
It's like it's like hidden messages, people, that we need to, like, see and find out for ourselves. So you get a piece of paper out, you get a piece of pen, you connect all these dots of the stars, people. They are animals that are in the Bible. They have a dragon. There's a boar. There's a goat. There's a man with a shield. There's a man with, like, a woman with a sword. There's, like, all these other animals on this constellation. It's all the old, like, ancient animals. And all of these animals and symbols is also on all of our astrology signs. It's right in front of your face, people, that we live in a firmament.
And you can draw those tonight, tomorrow night, the next 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 night. Because the stars always align, and the stars are in the same spot every day.
Every like, single day.
They never move. They never change. So.
And I just want to show you guys.
Start peeking, guys.
I just want to show you guys. Let's see.
So these joggers are peeking.
I have the name for the joggers. Sorry, it's gonna take me a little bit. Let's see.
And these joggers, of course, as you guys see, are open bottoms, super aesthetic, sizing reference.
Yes. Yeah. So, like I said, we talk about the quality of everything, like the hoodies, new hoodies dropping, new joggers, like the way the joggers feel, so breathable. Like, dude, the quality is so much better. Like, we got the best quality ever.
They're epic.
Still need to ship out.
We'll get that tomorrow.
Well, still got to ship out Steven's package. Sorry, Steven. Shout out Steven, graphic designer for the brand. Absolute G. So, these chakra names, okay? The bottom chakra, the Vam. Chakra above that, the Vam. Chakra above that, Ram. Next one, Yam. Next one, Ham. Next one, Am. And the last one's silent. So you got to say all those, like Lam, Vam, Ram, Yam, Ham, Am. And then, like, all your chakras would be unlocked through meditation. So, like, God, I believe, is helping us through these symbols of, like, energy points in our body to basically help us unlock, like, all the energies that we need to unlock and become, like, heaven state. So the joggers, absolute peak in the firmament.
Yep.
These are dropping May 8th, people. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And this is basically, oh yeah, the last kind of thing I want to tell you guys, that, like, Earth, so, like, the Earth book, it's literally saying Earth, heart. So we are, like, the Earth, basically. And Jesus said, we are all what? We're all one big family tree.
He's the vine, we're the branches. And, of course, in Genesis, when he creates Adam, he makes Adam out of the dust of the earth and breathes life into him. So we're literally Earth. That's why when you go barefoot in the grass, it literally feels like you're peeking.
I also want you guys to look up a very pretty popular, like, meme / photo. Look up, like, all ancient civilizations firmaments compared to NASA. This picture should pop up. There's so many old ancient civilizations here depicting where they live in, and it's all, like, vaults. It's all domes. It's all, they know, like, we're in a flat Earth. And there's one little, like, picture that's, like, not any of those, and it's NASA with the little ball, like, saying we live on our Earth. Very, very funny. But we live in a firmament, people. We'll go a lot more in depth later, like the podcast, whatever you guys want us to talk about or hear.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Like, the biggest firmament heaven right in front of your face kind of drop, which leads us to the next item.
This can even be like the stringer and the shorts, since they're both kind of butterfly shroom related.
Yeah, definitely could be. So we have the stringers dropping, which literally have our tattoos. We always like to incorporate our tattoos. The Eye of Horus, my third eye, have it on my arm. That's on the joggers. Me and Joey literally got matching
Mushroom tattoos. From Mario.
Which symbolize the word shroommates. Roommates that take, well, narcotics together. So
we actually got them before we even ever took shrooms. But the stringer, as you guys see on the screen, man, it says level up.
I think that's just so funny, dude. Because what do you do in Mario? You have a mushroom, you level up. And what do you do when you take mushrooms? You literally level up.
You peak.
And that, I believe, is like a stringer you can wear to make a crazy transformation. Wear that every
Yeah.
single day.
And you'll level
Watch
up.
you literally level up, dude. Take pictures in it,
So,
progress pictures, and just look back a couple months after. Be like, damn, I literally fucking leveled up.
and we can go honestly in depth about it too in another pod, but straight up, when we took shrooms a few times, like that changed our life for better, and it really drove us closer to God too.
It,
Um,
it,
it just opened up
it,
new doors
it,
and new life to
it
us.
opened the door for God for me. Like,
Yeah.
it opened me to God. It's crazy.
Crazy experience.
Crazy what shrooms do. And last item, dude, the butterfly skull shorts. We have a skull. I'll put it here on the screen. We have a skull here, okay,
Shrooms.
with shrooms on its head, by the way, still
This is
beside me.
so insane.
And then we have butterflies storming out of its mouth, going all the way across on the back of the shorts with the iconic Aesthetic Boys on the right side. But these butterfly shorts and these hoodie that is dropping basically all symbolize the story of my butterfly tattoo and what that story means to me. Give you a very, very rough, quick story. I have a pretty popular TikTok that did really well on it. Basically, don't chase butterflies, don't chase things, don't chase love, don't chase these worldly desires, don't chase anything or anyone, people. Think of it as chasing a butterfly. Think of love as a butterfly. What do you do when you chase love? Chase a butterfly. You'll never catch it. It's almost impossible to catch a butterfly. It's like terribly impossible. So you keep chasing this love, you keep chasing that girl, bro, you're probably never going to get her. The moment that you mend your garden, aka mend your mind, mend yourself, work on yourself,
Yep.
love will come to you. The second you stand still, work on yourself, that butterfly will come to you. So, had to put the guy in the back of the hoodie, kneeling down in his garden, holding the butterfly. Like it's so beautiful. That hoodie's so fucking kick-ass.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's got the old English SB on the front, embroidered. The hoodie on the quality, insane. Really, really hope you guys fucked with this drop just as much as we fuck with it, like putting it out there. Because
Yep.
every single item before it obviously releases, like me and Joey make sure that is like, that's the one, dude. And this whole drop was just like, it's by far, I think, me and you's favorite drop.
Yeah,
By
it's
far,
awesome.
people.
So
So
guys, we're gonna keep leveling up every single drop. Like, just wait for the next one too, and the next one, and the next one.
think about it.
It's gonna be so awesome. But anyone that cops and supports, man, God bless each and every one of you, because you are repping a very powerful message, and it really means a lot.
Yeah, man, truly. If you guys don't know already, me and Joey are beyond blessed to even have the supporters we have right now. And we hope and we pray one day we'll have an army of Aesthetic Boys, Warriors of Christ, that all know we live in a firmament and we are all going to raid the fucking ice walls.
Let's go, baby.
It's going to be 100,000 of us raiding the ice walls, which we're all around right now because we live in a firmament. And we're all going to be on ships, planes, and we're all going to be going live on Facebook Live. Because
Someone's gonna make it past.
someone will make it past. Someone will touch the firmament. I might die. Joey might die, but it's going to be worth it. We're all going to be going live on Facebook Live, filming everything, broadcasting it, literally all capitals, letters on all of our lives saying, raiding the ice walls. And they can't, I don't think they can shoot 100,000 of us down, dude. The government, they're going to try, but they're going to fucking fail.
Oh yeah.
Because we are him. I think, honestly, Joey, this hour and 20 podcast, perfect, dude.
Golden, bro.
Golden. Hope you guys enjoyed the whole entire podcast. Hopefully you stuck it through with us.
Yep.
Like I said, dude, this podcast is what you guys are. Like, you guys are our podcast. So
Yeah.
any topics of discussion, anything you want to talk about for Bible studies, anything that's on your mind, dude, if you want us to go more in depth, we can go in. We can go down a fucking rabbit hole, people. Like,
On so much stuff.
me and Joey's knowledge has been coming very powerful. We know that all we want to do is share it with you guys. So comment below, what do you guys want to hear next on the Aesthetic Boys podcast? Is there anything you wanted to kind of leave off of, bro? This is a fucking W podcast, and I'm just glad to be back.
Oh yeah, it feels good to be back, man. We finally got the setup back, so expect these podcasts to come out consistently.
Look at that empty chair. We got to fill that up, motherfucker.
Yep, we got some boys in the NC area too that we're gonna be sliding down here soon, and then of course when we have friends come to visit, so it's gonna be awesome. But
Look at our feet.
oh yeah,
Notice how we don't have footprints on.
we're just chilling, dogs out, peeking.
That's who you got to be, people. Don't wear socks, okay? Don't wear tennis shoes. Me and Joey just picked up 2 new Birkenstock sandals. We just got some
All
new
summer
ones.
long.
All summer long, baby. Whipping out the Birkenstock, the Jesus Christ sandal. And then when you can, and when you're near the dry land, take them bitches off and ground.
Yep.
Get some grounding
welcome
energy,
to
toughen
the
up
peak.
those feet, and peak in the firmament, because that's what we live in, brother.
Yeah.
Or sister.
Let's remind you guys of that last Bible quote because I really do enjoy it and I know you like it too. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid, for I am with you, baby.
That devil, he just shattered your window. He's breaking in right now. But guess who's knocking on that door?
God.
Probably in a full suit, too. That motherfucker dappered out. He's like, what's up? You want to talk about the word? Yeah, fuck the devil. That's what he's saying. I'm your host, Justin Martini.
Riserfit.
Until next time, we'll catch you. God bless and peace.